Apple just started selling a product that will change the world. It could be the death of all smartphones. It could be the death of humanity we know today.
Big screen TV set up on my wall. Gordon Ramsay showing me how to cook above the stove. Notes right here for some groceries.
Because similar to how iPhones changed the way entire world works, this gadget could redesign our humanity. And we need to talk about this. I mean, just look at this for a moment. We might be experiencing the next step of people isolating from each other and becoming more interested in the virtual world than ever before, where your reality becomes one with the digital world.
You can now watch a movie on a huge screen in a stunning location. And you control just how immersed you want to be.
This is quite definitely the most addictive technology ever invented. And it's so fun and engaging.
You just kind of pinch and grab in the air and then pull as if it's on a string.
It's just a matter of a few years when these glasses become smaller, cheaper, more comfortable, and everyone will be using them, just like smartphones. Night Fam, mark today as the day in the history of tech and humankind, where it all begins to change, and we must be cautious. What most of the tech reviewers, just simply excited about this technology, don't tell you is how the better this product gets, the more dangerous it can be.
So after taking it off, I felt disoriented.
This is the most ambitious and scariest product Apple has ever created. The Apple Vision Pro. Also known as spatial computing.
I have to catch up on my social apps to see what I missed out on.
And the scariest part is that even if this is just the first generation of it, it's already too stunning to resist. Because as The Verge puts it, Apple Vision Pro is already like the iPhone, AirPods and Apple Watch combined. In fact, they did it so seamlessly that it feels like your entire environment, your entire life now becomes your screen.
You walk around and really gets you a better understanding of the scale of things that you don't get to see up close very often.
I mean, just look at Casey Neistat, who took this device outside in New York.
Everything seems so real, and then I can just stand up.
It looks amazing, of course, but once again, the better it looks, the more dangerous it can be. This image already looks dystopian, even if it's just one person wearing the device. Now imagine 5 years from now if everyone wears it. Wouldn't it make us even more isolated than today?
I was just responding to text messages.
Today, at least, we have to scroll the phone to hide. But with products like these, you can be hidden in the middle of the crowd, never needing to put an effort into seeing someone else. A society operating like this undeniably would become more depressed and lonely than ever.
My brain sort of clicked, and it just forgot that I was looking through cameras and screens, and it took what it saw as reality.
And when you go back home, you will see all your apps following you everywhere, laid out in your living room, and you can scale them to the perfect size, switch in between windows, all either glancing with your eyes or using your fingers to navigate them in the air.
Also maybe the first group dinner in Vision Pro.
This is all possible because Apple Vision Pro actually tracks your eyes. So you select things just by looking. And these digital elements even react to your physical room.
And it even sometimes casts a shadow on the ground in the correct Z space, so it really solidifies that it's floating in front of you.
And just so, you can possibly always live in an alternative reality. When someone in the real world comes to you, you will see them like this.
It basically only shows one person at a time.
I mean, who needs the real world when you can just wear this headset all the time? Almost as if you had a smartphone implanted in your brain. But I guess that's just another future update we will see. In this new era of spatial computing, you are no longer just emotionally attached to your gadget. You and your gadget actually become one.
Ooh.
Damn, this is getting kind of heavy. Low-key, I feel that weight already.
Once again, an incredible technology we have all the reasons to be excited by. And the more excited we are, the more dangerous it is. And such danger goes further and further in trying to become a part of our every breathing moment.
Oh my god. The Vision Pro is so thick. It makes drinking water from my cup kind of hard. I hit the glass right there before the water even begins to spill. So I have to bend my neck a lot.
Because unlike many other AR or VR goggles, which people mostly use for gaming, Apple Vision Pro can also connect to your MacBook for actual, real-life working. Video calls will now look like this. Life-sized and with incredible spatial audio that makes you feel like they are in the same room.
So wait, Justine, do you see this?
Yes.
And
I
Brian,
don't
do
see
you-
that. I don't see that, Marquez.
Now wait, so now Brian, do you see this?
Now I can see that, Marquez.
And who needs to be themselves when they can have their alternative avatar that a year from now will be much cooler than the real you?
Your eyes are closed. It's too much teeth, I think. I don't know.
Just like the current Instagram influencers, where people try to show to the world how great their lives are while being miserable on the inside, these devices will become the next level of that, where virtual versions of ourselves will be much more attractive than the real ones. But unlike Instagram, we will be able to live inside this headset, not ever wanting to go back to our boring regular lives.
And it felt like a grocery simulator game. This was not only the most stressful grocery experience I've ever had, but also the most interesting and unique.
And because Apple Vision Pro also happens to be Apple's first ever 3D camera,
Smile with your mouth closed.
it can scan your face and turn you into a realistic digital persona, which is only the beginning.
And now there's my persona.
And whoever's watching on the other side, guys, I know I sound quite extreme. And trust me, it takes a lot for me to say these things because I am a geek for technology. I love technology. I love inventions, and this product is just amazing. It's incredible. But no matter how exciting and amazing it is, we all need to remember to always put humanity first. Please share this video if you're concerned, just like me.
I watched a video while I ate because, you know, you have to.
Once again, the reason why I want you to share this video is because we are experiencing a product that will redesign humanity. When fantasy is getting so close to reality, you might not even be able to tell the difference anymore. That is why Apple Vision Pro packs a whopping 23 million pixels in the size of a postage stamp. That is more pixels than a 4K TV for each eye. One can only imagine what too much exposure to that would do to our human vision in the future. And soon, we might even predict the death of cinema as we know it. And with that, the death of the need to interact with other humans. Because the Apple Vision Pro lets you create an entire movie theater wherever you are, to the point that you might no longer be interested in any real setting or person right in front of you, because the fantasy now will be too beautiful to leave.
You can now watch a movie on a huge screen in a stunning location. And you control just how immersed you want to be.
Right now, this product is certainly far from perfect. It's still too heavy to stay on your face for too long, thankfully. The separate wired charger is a hassle, and it still gets warm after long use. Worst of all, the price is insanely high. At about $3,500, this product is just for rich people.
It is way too expensive for what you're getting.
But I have no doubt this is only the beginning, and many more companies will continue working on this so that 5 years from now it will be just regular glasses that you can take wherever you want, whenever you want. And then 15 years from now, all our children will be wearing this. A reality hard to imagine, but just a few years ago it was crazy to imagine children would be using phones. Now, all they do is use phones and tablets without having regular childhood and while being the most depressed generation ever. And only time will tell how soon you will see everyone around your dinner table replacing their real eyes with their screens, lonely, isolated, and stuck in their headsets like this. So however you feel about this, I ask you to remember your life now, as much as you still can, before our reality as humans fully becomes something we don't recognize anymore without our goggles.